Hello, welcome to another MCO NXT video. Well, let us talk about Mario Kart World. As you probably know, I got this game like 1 to 2 weeks ago. I made a few gameplay videos, tested it without much commentary really, because I was just getting used to it. But after basically a couple of weeks gaming, I think we do have to talk about it, because I've been playing it on and off since pretty much since launch. Now, recently, mostly online. And I feel it is really time to just sit down, relaxed, and talk about it for real. So get a drink, get a coffee, or whatever you like, and just join me here for a relaxed conversation about Mario Kart. Because, yeah, there is a lot to love. I love the franchise, and I also like the game. But there's also some stuff that really caught me off guard. When I first started, I was really enjoying it. The single player stuff was really fun. The new tracks looked great. The performance, quite smooth. All good. But honestly, Mario Kart World is clearly built around online play. I mentioned that in some of the previous Mario Kart videos on this channel. That's kind of part of the whole package, the whole social aspect. And that's what they've been pushing, to be fair. So, of course, I had to jump online. Played it single player for a while, but then obviously had to jump online, and I enjoyed it. First solo and then with friends. We ran some team races, had some laughs, and that's when it kind of hit me at some point. We kept getting dropped into these weird tracks, like half-finished routes, no real theme, no proper cup feeling, just these in-between circuits that kind of felt off. And then I tried playing with my kids, and this is really, really, I would say, kind of sad. I tried playing with my kids, and that's where it really hit different. They were confused. Straight up asked me, what are these tracks? Why don't they look like real Mario Kart tracks? And I couldn't really explain it. I mean, how do you tell a kid, yeah, these are just filler tracks, don't worry about it? You kind of sit there thinking, what exactly did Nintendo do here? So I started digging around just to see if I was imagining it. But it turns out it's not just me. A lot of people, as you probably know, are talking about it. Forums, comments, videos. The whole community's been picking up on the same thing. The whole structure feels disconnected. Like, for a game that's had kind of 10 years of development, this online setup feels weirdly unfinished. And honestly, as a dad, that moment really stuck with me. You sit down to play with your kids, expecting classic Mario Kart chaos, and you end up having to explain why the tracks feel half-baked. That hits differently. And you just think, how did we get here after all this time? So yeah, that's what I want to talk about today. Not a full review, more like a check-in. A real look at what Mario Kart World does right, and where the online experience kind of lets you down. So let's dig into what is actually going on here. So, well, the moment I noticed those strange tracks showing up online, I thought, okay, maybe this is just a weird rotation today. You know how some games rotate maps or modes, and not a big deal, but it kept happening and it was really getting annoying. And day after day, same really flat, lifeless in-between tracks. I mean, I don't mind this whole concept of driving to tracks, but you're here for the tracks, right? The other stuff should be a bonus, but it's not like that I don't want to just drive to the tracks and then just have a quick run over the track. I'm selecting a track because I want to just have that circuit. That's how it should be. It's so weird. But yeah, it kept happening day after day, obviously. And then the more it started to feel like this is the default experience. It's not a glitch. It's not a placeholder. It's just how it is. And don't get me wrong, the driving itself still feels great. Controls are tight. The items work like they should. The chaos kind of is there, but the structure around it, that's where it really gets a bit shaky. And there's no proper playlist system. You don't get that feeling of playing through a themed cup or a curated progression. It's just, here's a track, now here's another one, and here's something random, rinsed and repeat. And that's fine for a warm-up mode maybe, but when it's the main online offering, it starts to feel empty and weird. In the matchmaking, man, it's rough. I mean, you'll either get thrown into lobbies where everyone's a beginner and you're drifting circles around them, or you're suddenly matched against top-tier players with nothing in between. There's no ranked structure, no proper filtering, and no feedback system to learn or improve. I mean, it might all be a little bit new for Nintendo, but honestly, I mean, come on. I also noticed how disconnected it kind of feels. You can't really interact with players. There's no sense of community, no post-race banter, no history. You finish a race and then boom, you're out and shuffle dumped into another group. It's like musical chairs, but with less music. And it kind of makes you wonder, what's the long-term vision here? I mean, I can see it potentially being expanded. I can see it maybe they are going to introduce ranking systems like in Fortnite or Roblox even. But we still seem to be very much in the beginning here. But honestly, after 10 years of development, because, I mean, right now it feels like Nintendo built a really solid driving core and then wrapped it in an online system that's barely holding together. Like they focused on physics and forgot the structure. And it's not just me saying that. I mean, the community is full of the same feedback. People are confused. Some are frustrated. Others are just disengaging. Some even go back to Mario Kart 8. And that's a shame, because this game has the potential to be the online racing platform for years in kart racing. But right now, it kind of feels a little bit we're still in beta. And that's the thing that really gets to me, right? Because if you've been playing Mario Kart for a while, like really playing, then you remember what it used to feel like. You remember those local matches on the Wii, screaming with friends, trying to dodge blue shells on Coconut Mall. You remember the 3DS days where you'd link up with someone on the train and race for a few stops. It wasn't perfect back then, but it felt alive, like there was a vibe. You are part of something, and now, I don't know. Mario Kart World, to me, I like the whole concept, and I like how it's built and everything, but it kind of feels a bit cold. Yeah, it didn't seem like that initially, but you know, when the initial excitement is gone, is kind of gone, then it feels like what remains, like it's a bit cold, you know, it feels like that vibe isn't there fully. So, I mean, it's technically better in almost every way, smoother, prettier, more stable, but it's kind of lost the human part a little bit. It's online, but not so much connected. It's fun, but it's not that memorable. So you play it, you smile, and 5 minutes later you've already moved on. No attachment, no moment. No moment that really sticks with you. And maybe that's why that moment with my kids hit me so hard. Because for them, I mean, it's not necessarily their first Mario Kart, but obviously it's still an experience for them. They played Mario Kart 8. And they did get the magic there. They don't so much get the magic here in something that should even be even more impressive, even bigger. So they got the weird tracks and the flat experience. They got the version that works but doesn't spark. And I think Nintendo can do better. And I hope they will. And I like Nintendo and I really like Mario Kart. So I really hope they will improve on that. I mean, it doesn't take much. Yeah, it doesn't take much. A few tweaks, but get it done, Nintendo. And the core of the game is excellent. The driving, the balance, the mechanics, items, it's all there. But the structure, the soul of Mario Kart, that needs work. That needs vision. And that needs a little bit of chaos, a little bit of joy, and a lot more personality, I think. So yeah, this isn't a rage video or a takedown. It's just a check-in. Maybe I'll change my mind, maybe I'll change my opinion, but that's how it feels to me. It's my honest feedback, my view. I want to hear your opinion. What do you think? Please comment, let me know. Yeah, so let me know what you think. It's just alright. It feels like alright at the moment. But Mario Kart shouldn't just be alright. It should be much better than that. It can't really be what we expect, right? So let me know what you've been seeing online, what your experience is. If your experience has been different, I'd love to hear it, because maybe I'm missing something, or maybe we're all waiting for the same thing. So this is MCO NXT. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Make sure to subscribe. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.